Hey, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this video, we're going to walk through Sun Salutation C, A, and B. So a little bit of an awakening sequence. This is a great thing to do to get you stretched out, to get you moving through the day. We'll be here for about 15 minutes or so it won't be too long. And we're just going to start off by breathing. So finding a nice comfortable seated cross-legged position, bringing the hands onto the knees, sitting up nice and tall, drawing the shoulders down and back, close the eyes, lifting the chest. Remember Sukhasana, maybe place something underneath the hips, and just find your breath. And as you continue to breathe, just notice how you're feeling today. Different areas of tension and tightness that you might have. How do your hips feel? How do your shoulders feel? Now, we haven't broken down Sun Salutation C, and we're not going to in Yoga Essentials because it's not as essential to know what Sun Salutation C is. But what I am going to do is walk you through Sun Salutation C on this particular video briefly, and then we'll cover Sun Salutation C in more detail and going deeper. So you don't really need to know what it is because I'm going to walk you through it pretty thoroughly here. But just in case you want to get more access to that and some of the other videos that we'll have, that'll be part of the Going Deeper sequence, which will be part of the subscription-based sequence of the videos. So you're here for maybe 3 or 4 more breaths. In fact, take the biggest inhale you've taken so far today and notice what expanded first. If you're like most people, when you take a big inhale, your chest sticks out, your belly pulls in, and you act like you're trying to fit into a tight pair of pants. So instead of doing that, take a big inhale, let the belly expand first, and then let the chest come up. Couple more breaths here. So your next stop is downward facing dog. Coming onto your mat, separating the hands about as wide as your shoulders, straightening the legs, lift the hips to the sky. And it's the first downward facing dog of this sequence, so maybe you find some movement here. Bend the right knee and straighten the left, bend the left, straighten the right. If it feels good, you might lift a leg, bend the knee, open the hip, or something like that. And then after you've moved around enough, slow down the movement. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, push down a little bit more through the thumb and the index finger, lift the hips to the sky, press the backs of the thighs to the back wall, relax your calves, let the heels melt towards the floor, and press the chest a little bit closer to the knees. For more detail, of course, you can go to the downward facing dog video that we have on the website. And then from here, go ahead and put a bend into your knees and slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. As you walk your hands back towards your feet, grab opposite elbows and just let everything dangle here for a little bit. Now, instead of keeping the legs straight and sticking out at 90 degrees, bend into those knees and really release into your low back. For some of you, it might feel better to bring the backs of the hands onto the floor. And then bending into those knees a bit more, tighten the belly. Nice and slowly now we roll up, one vertebra at a time. And once you finally come all the way up, roll the shoulders and the neck out a little bit, maybe your wrists too. And then bringing your feet together to touch, come to the front of your mat for mountain pose. Big toes together, heels can be together or slightly apart. Lift the toes up off the floor, feel the arches engaged, spread the toes wide. Gently set those toes back down, but keep the arches lifted. Engage through your thighs so the kneecaps lift. Feel that belly engage as you exhale, and then turn your palms to face forward. Spread your fingers wide. Reach your fingertips down towards the floor as you reach the crown of the head to the sky and roll the shoulders down and back. Stand tall here and breathe. So Sun Salutation C is first. Turning the palms out as you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, step your right foot back, lower the right knee to the mat, point the right toes back. Bringing your hands onto your left thigh, lift the chest. So as you lift your chest to the sky, relax the shoulders. You can sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. In fact, you could let the left knee come past the left ankle here because your hip is below your knee. There's no danger into your knee as if it feels okay. Now, if it doesn't feel good for whatever reason, crawl that left foot forward and keep the knee on top of the ankle. From here, bring in the hands by the sides, turn the palms out, reach the arms up overhead, sink a little bit deeper into that left leg, maybe. Keep pressing the top of the right foot into the mat. Take one more inhale, reach to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring those palms down, plant the palms. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. And then as you inhale, step that left foot back. Exhale, lower to the knees, point the toes back, bend the elbows, come all the way to the floor. Squeezing those elbows in as you inhale, low cobra, peel that chest up. And then as you exhale, tuck the toes, press back into downward facing dog. You're here for 2 or 3 more breaths. Now, as you exhale, notice how your belly will lightly engage. Complete your exhale. Empty all the air out of your lungs. Your belly will naturally engage. Let that be the feeling that initiates the movement. So as you exhale, feel that belly engage, then step that right foot forward next to your right thumb. Lower the left knee to the mat, point the left toes back. Bringing the hands onto the right thigh, lift the chest. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen through the spine, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. You can stay here and keep breathing, or bring the hands down by the sides, turn the palms out, and reach the arms up overhead. Don't forget to keep breathing. Always want to make sure you keep breathing. In fact, make breathing the most important thing that you do today. Because if you stop breathing, you won't be able to do anything important. And take one more inhale, reach to the sky. Now, as you exhale, bring those hands down, plant the palms, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then as you inhale, step that left foot forward to meet your right, coming back into a halfway lift. Exhale, back to forward fold. And then as you inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach the arms up overhead, bring those palms together. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Now we'll do 2 rounds of Sun Salutation A. In fact, we'll do 3. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, first time through. Maybe you plant those palms, step back. I'm going to lower to my knees, point my toes back and bend my elbows and take it easy on my low back. You don't have to. You can go right to upward facing dog as you inhale. Maybe, remember, we've gone through the variations of Sun A. And then as you exhale, lower down, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up on the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, empty of air. Step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Inhale, circle arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Maybe you keep the fingertips onto the floor. As you exhale, plant the palms, step back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high up on those toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, empty of air. Step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Last round of Sun Salutation A. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, step back, bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up on those toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, empty of air. Step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Stand tall here and breathe. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the head, soften the face, deepen the breathing, relax the glutes. Just stand here. You're here for 2, maybe 3 more breaths. Now we move on to Sun Salutation B. So either bringing the feet together or keeping your feet hip distance apart. Bring the hands onto the hips. And then slowly, as you inhale, bend into those knees, sit the hips low, bring the hands down, and reach the arms up overhead. Now, if it doesn't feel good for you to have the arms up overhead, you can have the hands together at heart center. Extend those fingertips forward, or keep the hands onto the hips. Sit a little bit deeper in your chair, keeping the chest lifted, turning the pinkies a little bit more in, the thumbs a little bit more out. You might feel some sweat start to bead up on your head now. Take one more inhale, reach those fingertips to the sky, and then as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your hands, step it back, bend the elbows. Shoulders don't come below your elbows. Don't forget, arms stay at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up and back. Right toes point straight to the mat. Relax the left calf so the left heel melts towards the floor. Keep those hips square. Both arms stay nice and straight and strong. The tendency is going to be to bend into one elbow. So keep both arms strong. Keep pressing down through that thumb and the index finger. On your next inhale, come high up onto the ball of that left foot. Reach the right heel a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, bend the right knee. Shoulders come over the wrists. And step that right foot forward next to your right thumb. With the right knee on top of your right ankle, hands come onto the hips. As you inhale, press that right leg straight. Lift the chest. Keeping the shoulders drawing down the back. On your next exhale, bend into that right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend right knee. Inhale, straighten right leg. Now as you exhale, bend into that right knee, keeping the knee on top of the ankle, square the hips, maybe bend into that left knee, tuck the tailbone down, press back through that left heel, stacking that left heel on top of the ball of the left foot. You can stay here and keep breathing or bring the hands by the sides, turn the palms out, and reach the arms up overhead. Yes. Relax those shoulders, turning the pinkies more in, the thumbs more out, trying to keep the ears over the shoulders, over the hips, biceps in line with ears. One more inhale, reach to the sky, and then as you exhale, hands come down, plant those palms, right foot steps back, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot forward next to your left thumb. Bring the hands onto the hips rather. As you inhale, press that left leg straight, lift the chest. Keeping your shoulders drawing down the back, the hips square. As you exhale, bend into that left knee. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. One more inhale, straighten. Now as you exhale, bend into that left knee. Left knee comes on top of the left ankle. Square the hips. Press back through right heel. Stay here, keep breathing, or bring the hands by the sides. Turn the palms out and reach the arms overhead. Now again, try to keep the left knee on top of the left ankle. You might need to bring that left foot out just a little bit, especially if you wobble. I just wobbled. You might wobble. And if you wobble, that's okay. You smile, you laugh. You don't take yourself too seriously. You remember that it's just a silly yoga pose. It's not important to life, really. What is important is how you handle the falls that we run into in life. Taking one more inhale, reaching, and then as you exhale, hands come down, plant those palms, left foot steps back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high up on toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, empty of air. Step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, stand tall. Bring the hands together at heart center. Breathing. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant the hands, step it back, bend those elbows. Inhale, up dog cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forward next to your right thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring those hands down, plant the palms, right foot steps back, chaturanga, bend the elbows, or skip it, go right to down dog. Inhale, up dog cobra or low cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot forward next to your left thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down, plant those hands, step it back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Then lower down to the knees, bring the big toes together. Sit the hips back onto the heels, extend the fingertips forward. Rest your forehead onto the floor. Child's pose. Breathing. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck, relaxing the elbows, trying to soften the hips towards the heels. And then from here, lifting the chest, sitting up onto the heels, dump the hips over to the right or to the left, swing the legs around in front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. So flex those feet, bring the legs straight out in front of you. Now some of you, if you have long enough arms, can place the palms onto the floor and press the chest forward. If you don't have long enough arms, that's fine. Tent the fingertips. Press the fingertips into the floor, reach that chest forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, reach those fingertips forward and grab the tops of the feet. If you can't grab the tops of the feet, grab the ankles. If you can't grab the ankles, grab the shins. If you have a towel, I seem to not have my strap or towel here. If you have a towel or a strap, bring that around your feet and grab a hold of the strap or the towel. Now, if it's early in the morning and you're doing this, I would suggest you don't go to Shavasana. I would suggest you inhale, come on back up out of this, and then just return to a seated cross-legged position in the center of your mat. Facing forward, either bring the hands onto the knees, turn the palms down, hands on the knees, turn the palms up. Maybe the hands come into your lap. Whatever feels best for you. Sitting up tall, drawing the shoulders down and back. Finding your breath and noticing how you feel just after doing a few sun salutations. Hopefully a little more open, a little more engaged, a little more aware, a little less clouded. If you feel comfortable doing so, bringing the hands together at heart center and bowing your forehead to your fingertips, energetically connecting your heart to your head, and give yourself some love and gratitude for showing up, doing this video, taking the time for you, giving yourself some space to practice. And I thank you for spending your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is. I thank you for being willing to spend time with me. There are many different ways that you can practice yoga. I appreciate the fact that you're willing to practice with me. It's an honor for me to guide you. The light in me acknowledges, loves, and is humbled by the light that is in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. For any questions, comments, or concerns, please, please, please email me. Just click the contact button on the page, and I'd be more than happy to help you through anything. As always, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.